Hey, good afternoon, friends from 21 July here in Rock Island, ready to head out. But before that, I just want to put a little video, and that's a video today about the benefits of playing the piano. Now, a lot of you know that I love to play the piano and keyboards in general. I have all kinds of videos on Facebook. I have my own YouTube, Rick the Italian Rebel. If you ever want to check it out, Rick the Italian Rebel. And I'm going to put another board on Facebook soon dedicated to music. And a lot of people get entertained, and I like that. I like having people enjoy different forms of music. But here's why I think the piano is very, very good in general for kids to learn if you want a good discipline. An instrument in general is a wonderful thing for a child to learn when they get young, for anybody, even an adult. But I'm talking about your kids if you want to get a good discipline when they're young. But I think the piano is probably a little cut above. And of course I'm biased because I play the piano. But in general, here's why. And there's all different instruments. Violin is a wonderful instrument. Any instrument. Sax, whatever. And of course the guitar. The thing is, what a lot of people play guitar today. And some of them very good. And I appreciate that. I played in bands. Okay, I play the bass guitar as well. I'm not a very good regular guitar player. But, you know, I've dabbled. But the thing is, when you play those types of instruments like guitar, you navigate a lot of times today to rock and roll or maybe modern country. The good thing about playing the piano is that it is the most versatile. Keyboards in general, but I'm talking about the best way to learn is on a regular piano. Then you can branch off the keyboards at different sounds. You want to learn the piano first. Acoustical, there's no gimmicks, no sounds, no auto-tune or any of that stuff. And it's so versatile because it's the really only instrument that you can fully entertain for hours by itself. You see piano bars and things like that. You could do it with a guitar and for a while. You could entertain with the violin, but after about an hour it might get a little mundane. But a piano, it's all around the country, right? You see piano bars, dueling pianos and this and that. Concerts by somebody just with a piano. Because you can play any type of music with it and sound pretty decent. But the biggest thing that's good about a piano is that it really opens your mind. Because it takes a lot of dedication. It's not easy to play the piano. Probably most difficult to learn to play respectively. Okay? And I can consider myself playing respectively. I'm not great. It's a lot better than me. But I play respectively enough to entertain and having my own style and create music and stuff like that and have a lot of fun. If you want to play respectively, it takes a lot to learn. I learned when I was 6 years old for a number of years, taking lessons and things like that. And then you branch off and develop your own way of playing, and you learn keyboards, and I played in the band and stuff like that. But it's very good for a child's discipline. Very, very good. It's like a painter, an artist, or something like that. It really gets your mind going. I mean, I'm not the most intelligent person in the world by any stretch. And it really keeps your mind sharp. And of course, I'm getting older now, and I like to play even more than I ever did before. And it just keeps your mind sharp and aware. It's a wonderful discipline for a child to learn. Even if you're an adult and you haven't played and you want to learn, it's a great discipline. Don't expect it to be easy. Don't just buy an electric keyboard and I want to play rock and roll. It's much more than that. The one good thing about learning the piano and starting to appreciate the piano is you appreciate all types of music. Of course, you have our favorites. I grew up as an 80s child. I loved 80s rock and roll and grew up with Journey and Night Ranger and all those types of things. And I played some on the piano and I love all that stuff. But when you play the piano specifically, unlike some other instruments when you play the guitars, sometimes you just navigate to guitar is very big in rock and roll, so you navigate to rock and roll, and that's fine. When you play the piano, you have such an appreciation for everything from classical music all the way through the jazz crooners, jazz music, Motown, singers and songwriters, and all different things that I've dabbled in the last year and a half on video. There's so much different type of great music out there, and you appreciate it as a piano player that you may not appreciate with other instruments as much. That's what's really good about the piano. It grasps everything. And if you want to learn, like I said, a lot of times people learn on just electronic keyboards, and you want to learn on right now, because of room and affordability, I don't have a regular piano. I have two very good 88 key electric piano, the Roland and the Yamaha. They're very, very good. Wish I could have a baby grand, but I don't have the room here, like I said, or affordability at this time. But I have the closest, and I can make it sound and feel like touch of a piano. You don't want to just learn on these keyboards that have like 60 keys or something. They don't have the whole keys. They don't have any touch sensitivity, because when you do that, you don't really learn to play properly. You depend on the keyboard making sounds, and you want to learn stripped of that. You want to be able to have no gimmicks and learn chord structures, scales, and all those different things that make up all different types of songs. And especially you want to dabble into like jazz with different types of chords, not just basic things you hear in rock and roll and stuff like this. There's so much to learn, and it's really good for your mind. There's nothing better, especially for a child, even if it takes you just for a couple of years, or he or she, just to learn. It's a great discipline, because it takes discipline to be able to get good enough to play on your own. So that's just my talk about playing the piano. Of course, I'm a little biased because I do that. I understand that. But I honestly think it's one of the greatest humbling experiences, because it's not easy to do. You may think you're great at other things. If you've never done this, especially if you're an adult, you try doing it right on a piano, it's going to take time. You're not going to, this is not 2 months and I can go out. It doesn't work like that. These things you're seeing, oh, learn this, and you'll be playing in 2 months. No, you won't. Not if you want to do it right. It doesn't work like that. There's a lot of effort practicing scales and different disciplines to get yourself nimble and to be able to play properly. So it's Rick here on 21 July. I hope if you have a chance to play an instrument, any instrument, you get the ability and the time to do it, because it'll only brighten your life. God bless. Have a great day.